I, Rebecca Deal,
who have been appointed to the office of village manager
who have been appointed to the office of village manager
in the village of Shorewood,
in the village of Sherwood,
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and the ordinances of the village of Shorewood,
and the ordinances of the village of Sherwood,
and faithfully discharge the duties of said office
and faithfully discharge the duties of said office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
Okay. That takes us to item 8, new business. First is budget and finance. First item is consider approval of professional services agreement for Milwaukee Waterworks, wholesale customer group rate, case order assistance. Trustee Meyer.
Yeah, the Budget and Finance Committee received a report from Lee Bushwick, the Director of Public Works, on a proposed contract under the water utility, to contract with Baxter and Woodman, who is also representing the entire Milwaukee Works wholesale customer group in a rate case order that originated back in 2014. Under that order, there's 2 points that the Public Service Committee wishes the wholesale customers group, which consists of 9 municipalities that buy wholesale water from Milwaukee Waterworks, to work with the City of Milwaukee to resolve 2 issues. One is come to some agreement on how to calculate the peak usage, the average usage, how to address that, to come to some agreement so the PSC is not always having to litigate or work that out between the parties. They've asked the parties to work it out and get back to the PSC. And the other thing is they come up with, review the allocation of fire protection costs among the wholesale group. And so in the past rate cases, we have used a staff person who was previously with another consulting firm, but that person is now moved to Baxter Woodman, so we would be contracting with Baxter Woodman for assistance in resolving the rate case. Last time this the wholesale customer group has worked together in the past. Last time when we negotiated the 2010-2014 water wholesale rate, we saved approximately $615,000. So there's a lot of money at stake to resolve this fairly between the wholesale customers and the City of Milwaukee. So with that, I will make a motion to approve the professional service agreement with Baxter Woodman for the Milwaukee Waterworks wholesale customer group rate case order assistance. The anticipated cost for the village is a maximum of $3,497.50.
Any discussion?
I just want to know for those that want to see that the end goal of what we're trying to achieve is to come to consensus among all parties of which standard moving forward for the out years we're going to look at, because there's different ways to measure usage, but there's all these different ways, and we pick the one that's most favorable for the users, and they pick the one that's most favorable for them. And so we're being asked at this point to come to compromise, to pick one measure, and then move forward with that measure.
Any other discussion? We have a motion and second. Yes. We have a motion and second. All in favor of the motion as stated, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes. Staying with you, presentation of Phase 2 construction for police station.
We have received a presentation at our additional clarification and detail, and he has provided us a report, but I'm going to turn it over to the chief to make his presentation.
Thank you, sir. In your packet, you have two documents, which one of them is going to be on the screen here in just a second. Very good. So, if you remember back, well, 3 weeks ago, we talked about breaking up phase 2 into 2 separate areas. And that new plan is on the screen here for you. And what we're proposing, and we're just giving you an update so you can make a decision on the budget. We're not asking you to approve anything tonight. We just want to give everybody kind of where we're at on the project. And so we're at 2A in yellow, and the 2B would be in purple, and then the phase 3 would be in green. And Riley, or Eric Dillon from Riley, is also here to discuss anything that, or answer any questions that you might have. But Diana, if you go to the second sheet.
Just,
Yes,
so
sir.
right now, phase 1 is complete, phase 2A is not complete yet?
That is correct,
Has
thank you.
phase 2A started yet?
No,
Okay.
no. We won't do anything until, we have to come back to you for all of that. We're just updating you on the costs for the next phase. And if you could bring up the next sheet, Diane. These are the estimated costs from Riley for phase 2A. You'll see at, you can't read that. But it's in your packet. At 522 for 2A. And if you remember, that includes the rest of the office space. The Evans room, Evans workup room, detective bureau, roll call room, couple interview rooms, storage room, and 2B is the garage space, and then phase 3, as you remember, is the community room. So what we're proposing, we've actually had, unfortunately, we've had a couple of leaks over the last couple of months with the rain. So we had a roofing contractor look at the roof again, and we just feel that to protect our investment, it would be wise to shore that up and to replace that roof. And so, and the other part of that is all the rooftop units around the top of the building, as you know, the air conditioner, the heating. And so what we're, based upon the recommendation from Riley, is that we do those in conjunction with one another, because probably not the best idea to do the roof and then cut back into that roof with the HVAC units. So our recommendation, and obviously we have to discuss further as far as having Zimmerman actually put this to a design, but our recommendation would be to do the phase 2A, which would finish all the office space, and then the roof and the HVAC unit, and that roughly comes to about $874,000. And then, as discussed, I think 3 weeks ago, that the garage and phase 3 be looked at in conjunction together, and I think that is where you guys have a discussion on exactly what you would like to see for the community space. And then once we have that identified, then we can move ahead with the rest of it. Finishing the garage and then trying to do something with the community rooms would be problematic, just because of having to maybe recut open what we just finished. So that's kind of it. Riley's here, or like Eric's here from Riley if you have any questions, but we just wanted to give everybody an update. So I know there was some discussion on what identifying 2A and 2B, and Diane, you can go to the other one, please. So the yellow is what we'll be looking to do next year, along with the roof and the HVAC.
Mr. Rosen.
I have a few questions. I was on the Public Safety Committee, and when we did, or purchasing the building, or making an offer to purchase the building, I don't remember, so if, refresh me here. We had an inspection on the building at that time, and maybe Trustee McKim for also on the community, were we notified by our inspector that the roof, the HVAC, the fencing, the asphalt were all going to need replacement at that time?
I know our building inspector did an inspection of the building. Whether or not that was specifically indicated, I'm not sure. But I think based upon what we see, I mean, it's repaired, but that's the
Can we
recommendation.
find out, because my big concern here is, we've heard, usually your inspection, you notice the big things, like a roof. And then you would have the opportunity to either negotiate a lower price, or at least adjust your long-range planning financials to accurately reflect what you figured the future cost would be. I just don't recall hearing that at the time. I don't think we did, and I'm not sure if you knew, but I do feel like we paid a lot for the building. There are some major repairs that came after the fact, all the way up to budget. I think it was long-range planning when Trustee Menta finally asked, you know, what's going on? You know, this is over, it's about $1 million over, and it comes down to some of these big ticket items that are repairs that I know that Riley must have known that before we went into long-range planning this year, and yet we didn't really update our figures for that. So I feel like as an elected body, or member, I should say, you know, it's pretty shocking that our inspection, we weren't notified that there were some major repairs to this building, because it might have changed the outcome of the offer or the decision. So beyond that was that was just my question one. Thank you. If you find out that we did know then, if you could just pass it along, that would be fabulous. My other question is specific to the budget, which is I don't see a contingency line, and most of the time we have one. Is there going to be like a 10% contingency?
Eric, do you have a?
We did not line item out a contingency. You are correct.
So we'll probably put it, it'll be a little bit more. I'm just trying, for our purposes of knowing what the total authority to spend, you know, might have to be. Are we going to add that in?
Yes, I would recommend that as we carry through and detail out the budget further, we would add a contingency, correct?
And is it 10, 15? What did we do for part one?
Typically 10%.
10%. Okay, and then my last question was, with all of the improvements, because now we've added, this is the first time I heard about the fencing. I would like to know what the selective demolition costs add up to, because we're doing it this way, we're building, constructing this way. At first we were going to do it in phases, and then we decided at some point we were going to do it all at once, you know, consecutively, yet we're still selectively demolishing. So I would like to know what that adds up to, based on your estimates here, as well as what we've already spent. And you know, we also, I wasn't part of the board, but made a decision based on new versus existing, and I'm not sure those numbers are still accurate, or reflective, I should say, because accurate wouldn't be right, because we don't know, we're projecting. But it seems like it was we didn't get a reduction in the price, and we're you know, day after day, we get a new presentation, we have a new cost that goes in. So I'm just a little concerned about that. Thank you.
Eric, do you have an answer on the demolition part of it?
No, not right now. But I'd be able to put that together. You're talking about just for phase one at
No,
this
just
point?
overall, I see it in all of the phases, it talks about selective demolition.
Yeah, I can put that together pretty quick.
Okay.
Our bid said when we went out to bid, that was just for phase one, correct?
Correct.
So we're gonna go through the second bidding process on phase 2,
Correct.
just 2A.
Correct. And the roof and if you guys choose the roof and the
Right,
HVAC.
yeah.
Yes, correct.
And, so, and you mentioned Zimmerman having to do drawings for 2A, they would still have to do drawings?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. I guess, for me, and thank you for bringing this back, because that's been part of the, like, not knowing is almost worse than, like, what's going on and we don't know and we're, so just letting us know is the best thing, even if it's bad news, thank you for bringing it to us. Okay, it's helpful for me to see, like, things broken down by function, so like investigator's office, I mean, it's hard to say painting and wall covering, ceramic tile, that doesn't really tell